People often find themselves losing their composure because they have not conditioned their minds to withstand adversity and pressure. Many mistakenly believe that tranquility is synonymous with silence, but true serenity is revealed in times of conflict. The key to maintaining inner peace is not in avoiding challenging individuals or situations. Rather, it lies in mastering oneself to such an extent that external forces cannot disrupt your inner stillness. This cultivated calm becomes a source of strength that enhances your decision-making abilities, conserves your energy, and earns you the respect of others. Once you learn how to cultivate this state of calm, no one can take it from you. In just a moment, I'll guide you on how to remain calm, centered, and unshakable, regardless of who or what challenges you. Your calmness is your true source of power. You may have been led to believe that the loudest voice wins the argument, but take a closer look. The person who maintains their composure when chaos ensues is the one who naturally assumes the role of leader in the room. Calmness does not signify weakness. In fact, it is a form of command. You may have witnessed this phenomenon in various settings, be it a boardroom, a dinner table, or any scenario where tensions run high. In such moments, the individual who remains unruffled becomes the anchor for everyone else seeking stability. Just as our muscles develop through resistance, so too can our nervous systems be trained. Composure can be strengthened through the friction of life, but only if you allow it to happen. Too often, we allow the moods and urgencies of others to dictate our own emotional states. Their urgency can morph into your anxiety, but this does not need to be your reality anymore. To achieve true calm, you must disentangle your self-worth from external events. A disagreement does not define your identity, and a rude comment does not diminish your value. Anchor your sense of self in your purpose instead of fleeting emotions. This shift enables you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Picture yourself in a tense meeting where voices are elevated, accusations are hurled, and everyone is watching for someone to take charge. You don't react with anger or defensiveness. Instead, you speak slowly and clearly, taking the time to listen before you respond. As your stillness permeates the chaos, the room begins to settle. Reflect on a time when you lost your composure and later regretted it. What if you had paused for just a moment? What if you had chosen silence rather than sarcasm? Would the outcome have been more favorable? Most individuals enter confrontations braced for combat, but you stride in ready to lead, not through aggression, but through steadiness. This approach makes you magnetic, respected, and trusted. This is where your journey towards a powerful legacy of calm begins. Calmness isn't inherent. It is cultivated. You weren't born patient. Everyone begins life expressing discontent, reacting, and demanding. However, you can be retrained. You can learn to slow your reactions, to pause before speaking, and to observe without judgment. This training commences today. The harsh truth is that many individuals resist the idea of cultivating their calm, preferring to blame their tempers instead. They might say, "I have a short fuse." But the reality is that such fuses can be lengthened. With discipline, begin by observing your own patterns. What triggers your anger? Which words or tones set you off? Recognize these stimuli, then devise a plan. Rehearse your responses in advance, not just with words, but with your posture, breath, and intention. Envision this scenario. You walk into a room, and someone insults you. Everyone's gaze is fixed on you, expecting a response. Instead of retaliating, you smile gently and choose silence. By channeling your energy into stillness, the perpetrator seems diminished while you remain unshaken. Have you ever met someone who appeared untouchable, someone who remained unfazed? That individual trained themselves to be that way, and you can do the same. Reflect on this. Do you want to excel only when life is easy, or do you want to grow in your capabilities when the stakes are high? Calmness does not equate to passivity. It means being in control of your emotions instead of allowing them to dictate your life. This mastery is earned through the deliberate allocation of each moment. While others may shout and scramble for attention, you will stand firm. You do not need to demonstrate your power, which is the trap many fall into, believing that strength must be declared and worth needs to be broadcasted. Real power requires no microphone. It does not seek the spotlight and is neither ostentatious nor attention-seeking. It is quiet, steady, and certain. You've observed individuals who pound their chests in bravado, who interrupt to assert their dominance, who speak more than they listen. They do this not because they have more profound insights to share, but out of a fear of silence. However, genuine authority does not raise its voice. It stands firm in stillness, commanding trust without demanding it. When you know yourself, you don't need to prove anything to the world. A grounded person does not enter a room desperate to impress. He observes, listens, and studies before making his contribution. When he speaks, his words carry weight, not due to their volume, but because of their inherent value. People listen to him not because he demands their attention, but because he provides compelling reasons to do so. This kind of person does not merely enter a room. He alters the very energy within it. In the heat of the moment, as tempers rise and voices clash, the louder person often loses. He reveals too much of his emotional turmoil, diminishing his solid stance. Yet, the grounded individual remains measured. He breathes, chooses not to react impulsively, and waits for the right moment, responding with clarity rather than raw emotion. Envision this. You are unfairly accused, all eyes on you, anticipating an outburst or capitulation. Instead, you hold your silence, maintaining eye contact, and respond with a single line of undeniable truth. The perspective of the crowd shifts, no audible shout needed, simply the power of your stillness cutting through the chaos. Too often, we squander our energy attempting to be heard by individuals who have made up their minds. We engage in fruitless arguments, seeking to explain ourselves to those unwilling to listen. But wisdom suggests a different route. Don't engage with that which does not serve you. Stay rooted, remain calm, and above all, stay true to yourself. Grounding yourself means releasing the need to react. It means navigating life on your terms, not rushing unnecessarily, not raising your voice beyond necessity, but moving through the world with purpose and intention. You walk more deliberately, speak less, listen intently, and act only when the moment demands it. This is not a form of weakness. It is the essence of control. While others expend their energy chasing fleeting attention, you are firmly planted like a tree, with deep roots and unwavering branches, unbending in the winds of change. When the dust settles and the noise fades, you remain standing, not because you fought harder, but because you maintained your center. This is not weakness. It exemplifies wisdom. True power resides in knowing oneself. The individual who genuinely knows does not flinch, does not chase after validation, nor relies on noise to feel significant. His stillness is a resounding statement amidst a world that often craves attention. In this environment, silence transforms into an influential force. Restraint is the highest expression of power. You possess the ability to lash out, to reveal weaknesses, to embarrass adversaries, and walk away seen as victorious. Yet you choose not to do so, not through incapacity, but through conscious decision. That quality of choice reflects mastery, evolving into the zenith of strength. Many confuse power with action, believing that true strength is about swift reactions or immediate victories. But the reality is that power without self-control descends into chaos. The individual who responds to every provocation, every offense, is not powerful. He is, in truth, shackled by his emotions. The authentic warrior, the true leader, understands that he could react at any moment. Yet he chooses restraint, not out of fear, but from a clear vision of what truly matters. The higher one aspires, the more one must protect their energy. Every confrontation has its cost, and wise individuals recognize this before stepping into battle. They conserve their strength for the fights that truly count, and for those who are deserving of it. Imagine being in a debate where someone hurls a low blow, personal, trivial, crafted to shake you. You understand how to deliver a perfect rebuttal, but instead, you smile, breathe, and allow the gravity of your silence to settle. You are not there to engage in a combat. You aspire to build. And it is your grace that the room remembers, not the insult. Have you ever emerged victorious from an argument, but lost a valuable relationship in the process? Have you ever shot a biting remark in anger, only to be haunted by its echo of regret? Misappropriated power wounds all involved. When you take a moment to pause, to regulate your response before you counter, you allow the opportunity for intention rather than instinct-led actions. This moment of pause becomes your most potent weapon. Thus, when confronted in a hostile environment, ask yourself, does engaging in this exchange serve my purpose? Not my ego, but my genuine self, my mission, my future. If the answer is no, release it. Uphold your position while maintaining your composure. Silence can often project more authority than 1,000 clever comebacks. Exercising restraint is not about diminishing oneself. Rather, it embodies decisiveness and represents the highest echelon of discipline. It communicates, I have the potential to dominate this moment, but it is unnecessary. It places you in command over your emotions, your focus, and your influence. Such command is what empowers you to remain unshakable. Take a moment to look around. The world frequently rewards reactivity. Outrage generates clicks, and drama garners attention. Yet such attention is transient, while legacy endures. A legacy arises from those who resist provocation, who safeguard their energy, and who never compromise their values for momentary victories. Mastering restraint grants you new freedoms. You cease the endless cycle of justifying yourself to everyone. You stop responding to every disruption. You no longer feel the need to prove your strength, as you inherently understand it. And this understanding liberates you. You transform into an individual who speaks when necessary, who acts with purpose, allowing others to exhaust themselves in the arena of ego while you work quietly to construct empires. And when you finally choose to express yourself, it resonates. Your actions carry weight, and your leadership inspires people to follow, not out of fear, but due to genuine respect. The next time someone attempts to provoke or drag you into their chaotic spiral, pause and introspect. Ask yourself, is this worthy of my energy? If it is not, walk away. Because sometimes the most powerful response is stillness, to hold your ground, to reserve your energy, and to walk away undefeated. Remember, this isn't weakness. It epitomizes restraint. This is the apex of your power. Speak with the precision of a surgeon, not the frenzy of a swordsman. Words should not be treated frivolously. They are not mere embellishments for your ego, nor throwaway sound bites to fill the void of silence. Rather, they are tools capable of constructing or deconstructing, healing or hurting. The manner in which you wield them, either carelessly or with precision, reflects the depth of your discipline. Many resort to using their words like weapons, emotionally charged and loud. They speak to overpower, to impress, and to seize victory in fleeting moments. But you must speak with the discernment of a surgeon, with intention and care. A single statement can redirect the course of a conversation, a relationship, or a life. A thoughtless remark can leave an indelible mark that no apology can mend. Once you recognize that every word shoulders significant weight, you will begin to choose them wisely. You won't squander breath attempting to showcase your cleverness. You'll refrain from diving into drama. Instead, you will speak only when it serves your purpose, not your ego. When in high-stakes situations, resist the urge to raise your voice, as doing so creates more noise without resolving anything. Instead, do what few can. Lower your tone and decelerate your cadence. Introduce pauses between your thoughts and let your calmness resonate as the dominant presence in the room. Visualize a scenario where a team is in disarray following a critical failure. Accusations are tossed around. Anxiety spreads like wildfire, and fear. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with more motivational content. Like, share, and comment to support our work and spread the message.